Welcome back to our deep dive into the magical realms. Today, we're revisiting a major turning point in Winx Club history. Season 3, Episode 25, Valtor's Fury, is where the ultimate battle for magics truly begins. The consequences are devastating for everyone involved. The episode opens with an atmosphere of pure dread. The sky above Alfea and Cloud Tower has turned a bruised purple. Valtor has stolen the 4 elemental spells, and he is now using them to tear the world apart, brick by brick. First comes the fire. In Magic City, the streets are engulfed in magical flames that cannot be extinguished by normal means. The architecture of the wizards and fairies world is melting under the sheer intensity of Valtor's stolen power. Then, the water. A massive surge, a literal wall of water, begins to submerge the lower levels of the city. The elemental crisis isn't just a threat, it's an apocalypse in motion, drowning the very foundations of the magical school. Earth and air follow, with violent tremors shaking the ground and hurricanes tearing through the skies. The balance of nature has been completely discarded, replaced by the chaotic whims of a wizard who has lost all restraint. Against this overwhelming force, the Winx Club stands as the final line of defense. They aren't just fighting a man anymore. They are fighting the elements themselves. This is where their Enchantix powers are pushed to the absolute limit. Each fairy takes a stand. We see Bloom, glowing with the power of the dragon flame, trying to counter the heat. Her wings shimmer with fairy dust as she flies directly into the eye of the magical storm, determined to protect her home. Flora and Stella work in tandem, using nature and light to stabilize the crumbling environment. The visual of their Enchantix forms against the backdrop of a world falling apart is both beautiful and terrifying. But as the battle rages, a shift occurs within Valtor's inner circle. The Tricks finally see the monster he has become. Icy, Darcy, and Stormy realize that his madness will destroy them just as easily as his enemies. In a moment of pure survival instinct, the Tricks choose to abandon their master as the world submerges. They flee, leaving Valtor to face his fate alone in his descent into darkness. This abandonment triggers Valtor's final, most horrific transformation. No longer the calculating sorcerer, he morphs. He becomes a massive, beast-like entity. This final form is a manifestation of raw, unchecked dark energy. The climax is a blur of elemental fury and magical light. The Winx must use every ounce of their strength. They escape the flooding ruins while Valtor's monstrous form bellows in the darkness. It's a narrow escape. The episode ends with a bittersweet victory. The heroes survive, and the Tricks are finally captured. But the threat of Valtor remains for the season finale. It was a masterclass in high-stakes storytelling. What was your favorite Enchantix moment? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next episode.